Hello, today we're going to discuss an online resource called Padlet. Padlet is a interactive cooperative program that you can use so that students can interact with each other, comment and communicate and discuss on a virtual wall. It's something they really enjoy doing. It's something that helps to share ideas, and it's a very effective tool in any classroom. So the first thing you need to do is we need to go to Padlet.com. You can see right here the URL, Padlet.com, and that will bring you to this website. At this point, if this is your first time, you're going to need to sign up. So go through the process of signing up. It is free. You will not have to pay anything. And if you happen to have used Padlet before, you can just log in right here. So go ahead and go through the sign up process. So once you've logged in, you'll see any Padlets you might have already. This shows my made Padlets. I can go to shared. It shows ones that I've shared, any that I might have liked, and also there's recents. So let me just bring one of these up. This is from a few months ago, and this is a collaboration, a practice one in the classroom, and you can see all the different people who wrote comments on here. And you notice when I go over it, it comes up with these options. I can edit the post, I can transfer posts, I can copy posts, I can expand it, I can change the colors of the post. So particularly like, okay, I like Natalie's post. I want to know whenever hers come in, so I can change it to a different color. If I want to edit the post, I just click on the pencil and I can edit whatever I want on there. And I can put in a link if I want. Google, I can take a picture. On all my other options here. Voice, I can do voice. Link to one of the other Padlets if I wanted to. So once I'm done, that's all I need to do. It's on there. The edit I did is on there. So for this class, you're going to create your own Padlet. So how do we do this? So I've taken us back to my start page, and up here you can see I can make a Padlet, I can join a Padlet if I had a link for one, I can enter a gallery, I can upgrade if I feel like I want to pay and upgrade. So let's go to make a Padlet. You have a lot of different options here on what you can use. You can make a wall, it can be a canvas where everything flows, it can be linear, a grid, or a shelf where everything's in columns, perfect columns, stack contents in a series of columns. So you pick what you want. I think I'm just going to go with the wall. You can also hit preview so you can see what it looks like. And here's samples. So I'm going to pick the wall. I'm going to select that one. It's creating and here is my Padlet. Now we can go through, we can edit. Let's make it interesting for what we're doing. First, let's title it. We're going to call it, let's say that, let's say, we're going to say there's a Padlet on George Washington. We just read his biography on George Washington, and let's just say notes on biography. Okay. So, and you notice what I just did showed up here. President George Washington, notes on biography. This it identifies this Padlet to the students. Then I can go down here and I can choose a wallpaper. So what wallpaper works that I like? You can choose whatever one you want. I think I'm going to go with the corkboard. And there you go. It automatically changes it. There's a lot of choices. There's the woods. So you have a lot of options. You can choose the one that you like and what works for yours. And I hit that arrow to go back. We don't want to go with the premium plans. So if you notice here, you have these icons. This is right here. You can choose a specific icon if you like, and there are tons of them here. So I'm just going to go for Washington. Let's go with the schoolhouse. So you see my little schoolhouse up here, and it's President George Washington, and it's notes on the biography. Now, you have some other selections here, attribution, display. So do we want the notes to be able to be anonymous, or do we want the person's names? Let's say we want whoever posts, we want their names. That way we know who to post what. Where do we want new post positions to go? Should it be first or last? If you have 20 people, do you want the newest post at the very beginning? And that's a decision that you can make. Collaboration. Do we want the viewers to comment on posts? And I do. So when someone posts something, I want them to be able to comment, other people to be able to comment on those posts. And then reactions. We can give reactions if we want reactions like stars, like, a grade. These are all things that we can add on our posts. We're not going to worry about tags. Tags are simply ways for people to search to find your keywords, and we're not worried about it. And then this right here is the site or the location, the URL. Once you add it with all this, you'll have it. But we're not going to be concerned with that at this moment. So we can hit next. And now we get into our security and our sharing. So here's some options you have. You can make it password protected, secret, you can make it public, you can make it private. As you go through here, let's say it's secret. So those with access can write, and you're going to give them access through either embed or through, I'm actually going to make it public. If you want to add contributors, you can do that here. If you want people to be able to copy this and reuse it, you can do that. But I'm going to select no. And moderation, do we want to moderate it? In other words, do we not want anything to show up on our wall until after we've accepted it and approved it? Okay, so then we hit next. So we're all set. We can start posting. So this wall is set. Now I need to be able to share it with people. So I can share it through different means. Share, export, and embed. I can use this QR code. I can use that. I can do a link. Get the link to this to your clipboard. It's copied to the clipboard. Or I can do embed. And here's the embed code where I grab this whole code, copy and paste it on my website. This is a great source if you want to, you have a website and you want to have this embedded in your website for the students that are on your website to automatically start editing on it, to automatically start putting up posts. One thing you want to pay attention to, this is a fully functional embed code for your Padlet. In other words, they will be able to actually interact with it wherever you have it embedded. If you have it embedded on your Weebly or on your Wiki, they can interact with it. This code is a preview card embed, meaning that they can't interact with it. They'll have to click on it in order to actually get to your Padlet. But just be aware of that. So my Padlet is complete. I've shared it. I'm going to just wait for my students to start making their comments on the biography of George Washington. What I might want to do here is go back into Tools, and where it says Notes on Biography, let's just make it a little more detailed and clear. What did you like most about these? And save. So now they have this post and I can hit close. See, I can go in at any time with this and edit all the way I have this set up. Modify it. So now to post, all we got to do is double click, and here I am. Title, biography, write something. It was Excel. Whoops. Excellent. Okay. Now notice down here I can add things. As I said before, you can add a picture. You can take a snap. You can add a image, video, GIFs from Google, things, specific sites on Google. You can add a link, a URL. So let's just leave it at that right there. So now you see what I have. If I want to like it, I can give it a heart. That was what we picked earlier. Now, if you come down here, you can also see here it tells you how to do things. So let's say I want to bring in a image. We'll bring this in. We're waiting for it. There it is. It's happening down here. This is actually a video that I'm bringing in. It did not like my video, so let's just go to a straight image. Here it shows it's bringing it, it's processing it. Hopefully it's not too big. I think I might have grabbed one that was pretty big. And there we go. So now I brought in the image. And I can add a comment now down here. So I think you get the idea that it's a process of, and I can delete this if I wanted to. Remember this, because we selected it, what comes up first here, but I can adjust it as I want to because I am the owner of this Padlet. So you figure you got 20 students in here and they're all writing on here, and this stuff is all over the place, and they interact with each other. So you can have your students make one comment about what you like best about George Washington's biography, and then comment also on at least 2 other students. It makes for a great tool. So this is Padlet. This is something you can use on your second lesson plan as a Web 2.0 resource, and I think you will find it very useful in your classrooms.